It's December, and that means Ask Dash. Let's get into another one. Hey yo, this is Dash, and oh my goodness, I can't believe it. This next question is coming to us from Betty. Betty, if you don't know who Betty is, you have not been on a live stream. If you have not been on a live stream, what are you doing? This is going to be episode 10 in the 2022 Ask Dash video series. Betty, again, if you don't know who Betty is a mainstay on the live streams. And I'm so appreciative of not only Betty, but also Jack. So Betty, I'm glad to hear that you are doing and feeling better. So if you can, down below, tell Betty to get well or get better, all right, in the comments. But Betty says, Betty here, how can I make Jack's food taste better? She says, LOL. Have a great day. Love your last live stream. Thanks for your concern for my health. So Betty, you know how you, well, I won't say how you. So a lot of times, or in my opinion, a lot of times how things can taste better is simply seasoning. So with that being said, if the things that Jack is cooking don't taste well for you, maybe you could start seasoning the things, or you could buy him some better seasonings or just different seasonings so you could try different things. You also, and I know you have some health concerns, so I won't force you to cook, but I know you have some kids. Maybe you can get your kids to help you season stuff or to cook things. Now, when you say for his food to taste better, that's a little vague, and I'm not 100% sure on all of exactly what you would like me to say. But I don't know, because if I ask Jack what's wrong with his food, he always says his food tastes like camels. I guess he's implying or saying his food is too smoky. Now that I don't know, again, if that's everything he smokes or everything he cooks. I don't know. And it's hard for me to, you don't make assumptions. Hard for me to deduce, okay, what exactly the problem may be. But I'm going to suggest maybe a change in the seasonings. Maybe the change in the seasonings will help things to taste better because they'll be seasoned differently. Sometimes adding a little bit of this or a little bit of that will enhance the flavor of something, but just don't do something as basic as not season things at all. I saw someone, or one thing that's crazy is I season everything the way I season everything, and then my wife seasons things similarly. We season our food prior to cooking. My son, taste tester number 1, he likes to cook and season things afterward. And I don't 100% subscribe to that. I would rather the seasonings help to marinate and to help to infuse those flavors and the subtlety into the meat or with the meat prior to me cooking. Now a lot of times, like I said, especially when it comes to chicken wings, he likes to cook the chicken wings and then season the chicken wings afterward. That's not particularly my cup of tea. And, nothing wrong with doing things differently. But, he does his thing. He does those wings his way, and I do my wings another way. And that's one of those things where I'm just going to agree to disagree, and I'll cook some wings, and I'll leave some wings naked for you that haven't been seasoned. You can season them any way you like, okay? With that being said, maybe you need to figure out what it is you don't like, and then try to start over. Try to start from scratch and say, we're going to just do like a basic salt pepper, or maybe a basic salt pepper garlic and paprika, like Johnny from View to a Grill. He does his basic rub is salt, pepper, garlic, and it might be salt, pepper, garlic, onion, and paprika, but those are, that is something that is a staple when I'm cooking. Those 4 things: salt, pepper, garlic, onion, and paprika. 5 things are a staple. I remember growing up when my mom used to fry chicken, it was always salt, pepper, garlic, onion, and paprika that she used to season. So I don't know. It's one of those things where maybe you don't like garlic. Okay, maybe he needs to take the garlic out, or maybe you really like garlic and he needs to add more garlic. I don't know, Betty, but I think that with experimentation and trial and error, hopefully you might be able to find something to make his food taste better. Now, on the converse to that, maybe your taste buds are a little off due to your medical issues. I have seen and heard that. Jim from Jimbo's? Oh, Suburban Barbecue. He had cancer of the esophagus. I think it was cancer of the esophagus. And he could not taste anything. He literally could not taste anything. And he had a problem with the fact that he couldn't taste anything. So even with seasoning and other things like that, you might not be able to taste it, or maybe you've lost some taste buds, or you have enhanced some taste buds, and maybe the things that he's doing are off-putting because of that newfound or lost taste. Other than that, I really don't know what else or how else to help. But I think that it's one of those things where, again, trial and error might be your friend, where you can figure out something that you like or that you don't like, and then you guys work together and figure it out. But I mean, definitely the fun part is going to be figuring all that out. And if you need to, be more descriptive in the comments and let me know what it is that you're talking to or about specifically, and maybe we can have another one-sided discussion. Betty, I cannot say thank you so very much enough. And Jack, please, also, you know, this goes for you too. Betty is the one who left the comment, so I'm addressing majority of the comment, or a majority of this to at her. But I really want to know that I thank you both. That first time, I'll never forget, that first time I was able to set up a public link and have you guys from the community join me on a live stream. You guys were there, and it really meant a lot to me that you were willing to say hi, introduce yourselves to me, even during the midst or in the midst of a tornado, if I remember correctly, that touched down while you were on the live stream and you had to go because a tornado touched down in your area. Freaking who'da thunk it? Anyway, thank you guys so very much, Jack and Betty. Thank you guys so very much, everyone who's watching. Thank you so very much if you have left me a question and I have answered it directly. Please don't forget, don't be bashful. Leave your comments down below so that I can answer, or leave your question down below in the comments so I can answer a video or create a video directly at you, well, for you, not at you, but for you. And thank you guys so very much, as always, for watching. I'll see you next time.